With the success in the latest Star Wars blockbusters, a new store has opened in Marcellus. Find out where you can get the oldest and newest Star Wars merchandise right here in the Syracuse area.
Now, from the EMC studio at Onondaga Community College, this is an ONTV update.
Good afternoon and welcome to ONTV Update. It's Friday, March 4th. I'm Jasmine Knighton.
And I'm Michelle Hunter. If you live in the Marcellus area, you've probably driven past it already.
Sean Dalton introduces us to a new store where you can find all sorts of toys, including Star Wars.
Brett Rirakowski is a talented 3D painter and owner of the art and action figure store Living the Dream in the village of Marcellus. The store is famous for its legendary collection of Star Wars merchandise, which all comes from Brett's personal collection.
There's only one collection larger than mine on display, and that's called Rancho Obi-Wan, and they are located in California, and he charges $200 to see his collection. I only charge $5 to see mine.
You name it, he has it. Brett has stocked his store full of Star Wars toys from all throughout the years. You can find newly released action figures alongside the original oldies. There are even weirder things like Star Wars and Transformers crossover toys. It's enough to keep the customers like Christian Anderson coming back again and again. That and the prices.
A lot of the basic stuff is, fairly reasonable, about $10, stuff like that, but, it all, goes up and fluctuates in prices, but as far as I can tell, it's, pretty good.
This store has more to offer than just movie merchandise. There are even 3D paintings. Like this one. Just like the Transformers toys Living the Dream also carries, these works of art are more than meets the eye. All it takes is a pair of special 3D glasses, and you'll witness art in a whole new dimension. Brett also offers classes during the week, so any aspiring artists can learn the tricks to making 3D art of their own.
I've seen people grow every time they've come here. I've watched them start off as beginners and become, pretty advanced painters. It's pretty neat. I enjoy that.
From Marcellus, I'm Sean Dalton, ONTV Update.
Brett Rirakowski also told us he donates half of his money to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Visit Brett's Living the Dream on Facebook for more information. If you've ever been stumped at dinner and wondering which kind of wine to serve with your food, then you should sign up for the Food and Wine series at OCC beginning on Monday, March 28th. There are 3 parts to the series, which begins with the cooking and wine pairing class, moving to learning wine basics, and finally how to pair wine and cheese. You must be 21 to register, and there are discounts for those who sign up as a couple. For more information, visit sunyocc.edu.
The debate on whether Star Wars or Star Trek is better has been a long-standing battle. Now the Syracuse Tech Garden is hosting an art gallery based on these 2 epic franchises. On TV Updates, Mike Vollmer is there to find out more.
In this post-space age era, 2 pop culture icons reign supreme, Star Wars and Star Trek. Here at the Syracuse Tech Garden, an art show is being hosted as a way of bridging the 2 sci-fi giants together. The show itself features works from 50 different artists across central New York, all working in a wide variety of styles. Tech Garden curator Steve Nyland puts everything on full display.
My expectations for it were very low, and as a matter of fact, it exceeded. I'm absolutely humbled by the quality of the artwork and the amount of artwork that was brought in by the people who wanted to explore that theme.
The artwork displayed at the Tech Garden is very diverse given the theme, and has even helped Steve's decision on whether or not he wants to include more from this idea in the future.
I'd absolutely love to revisit it. I'd like to bring it on a larger scale to other venues, or of course revisit it here at the Tech Garden as well. And I'm always looking for themes that will resonate with people inside of them in a personal way.
Some works of art have only earned honorable mentions, but this Princess Leia right here has won Best in Show here at the Syracuse Tech Garden.
That kind of dedication to an idea is very, very rare, and I think it's a special show, and it was just the logical choice. There's no other way to put it.
After the show is over in March, the Tech Garden is already prepared for future shows throughout the year.
Steve and I just spoke about that earlier today. He's got our calendar for 2016 all lined up, and on our calendar and ready to rock and roll for art shows for the coming year.
From the Syracuse Tech Garden, I'm Mike Vollmer, ONTV Update.
The Syracuse Tech Garden plans on doing an art show for the late David Bowie in September of 2016. It will be showcasing artwork and music based around him. Famed rapper Future will be performing in the SRC Arena and Events Center on Thursday, April 21st. Tickets for OCC students are $25 and have been on sale since last Friday. Tickets for the general public are $65 and they went on sale today starting at 9 a.m. Go buy your tickets at the SRC Arena box office or on eTix. If you have any questions, call the SRC Arena and the Event Center at 315-498-2772.
The harsh winter season may not be over yet. All the more reason to donate coats to OCC's annual coat drive.
We'll tell you all about that and more after the forecast next with Raheem Anderson.
I love OCC and I've really been impressed with all of my students here. I teach natural hazards and disasters. I try to bring in real world events to make what you learn in the classroom applicable to what you might read in the newspaper or see on the news or hear in the media. And then also trying to make it interesting because sometimes science can be a little boring to folks. So I try to make it exciting and so perhaps you don't even realize you're learning science.
Felton Art Gallery at Onondaga Community College. Experience art at its most engaging. The gallery features multiple genres of art, including painting, photography, and sculpture.
The teachers here are excellent. I've had some really informative teachers. The lessons are pretty clear and the teachers are very social. It's a very social experience. I liked the facility a lot. I liked the studios, so I decided to come here. I've learned so much. I've learned an indefinite amount of material about architecture, and I only have more to learn. I would definitely say that this school is excellent for building a portfolio to move on in this major.
Are you eager for knowledge outside the classroom? Then visit Coulter Library. If we don't have the book you're looking for, we can get it on loan. We also have a wide selection of movies and music to enjoy on your study break. And our quiet study rooms allow you to work alone or with classmates in a private environment. We're extending hours during finals week until 11 p.m. so you can catch up on your work. Visit our website for more information. Take advantage of Coulter Library today. You'll never fail in your journey to succeed.
Are you a veteran looking to continue your education? Then check out the Veterans Affairs Office at Coulter Library. We offer a variety of services, such as work study, mentoring, assistance with financial aid, vocational rehabilitation, and much more. The staff at the Office of Veterans Affairs are all veterans who continue to serve the OCC community. Visit room C103 or visit sunyocc.edu for more information.
Welcome back to ONTV Update. I'm Jasmine Knighton.
And I'm Michelle Hunter. Now we have Raheem Anderson with the weather. Hey Raheem, what's the weather looking like this week?
Hey Michelle. As winter rolls out, spurts of spring roll in. According to Syracuse AccuWeather report, today will be a high of 33 degrees with a low of 14. So if you plan on going out this evening, please be sure to bundle up. Going into our 5-day forecast, we have a high of 35 tomorrow and a low of 20 degrees. Jumping into Sunday, we'll have a high of 39 degrees and a low of 24. As the weather breaks, we'll get a taste of warmth with a high of 51 on Monday and a low of 33 degrees. Tuesday, we'll reach up to a high of 60 degrees that could drop down to 45. Similar to Tuesday is Wednesday. We have a high of 60 again with a low of 45 degrees, along with a slight touch of rain. As the frigid weather takes its toll here in Syracuse, the OCC Coat Drive is one of many resources for students during this unpredictable time of year. I spoke to Jerry Farnett to see how our campus helps students weather winter. Event Program Coordinator Jerry Farnett's office is the home of the college's annual Winter Coat Drive. As students, faculty, and staff continue to donate, some say his office resembles a closet this time of year.
It was announced, it was on the monitors, and there was a coat rack both in this room and in Gordon right by Student Central, where all these coats went to, where students could just, at their leisure, come by, look, and take something if they liked it. We received clothes that are really in pretty good shape for the most part.
Says Mr. Farnett, coats are piled up in every nook and cranny of the office. Last year's effort resulted in 100 winter coats being donated.
It can get real cold out here sometimes, snowing, raining, mostly snowing, windy, the ice. Like, sometimes people don't want to wake up, either deal with the weather, go to class, even walk to the lunchroom, to the cafeteria. So like, I think it's real important for me, also other people, to donate to the coat drive.
Not only does the OCC Coat Drive offer coats, but they offer shoes, hats, they even offer scarves.
It's keeping people warm. It serves the purpose. It's love, it's respect, it's looking after one another, which is the purpose of it. So it's been great.
If you have a winter coat in good shape you would like to donate, you can bring it to Mr. Farnett's office in room 186C. In Mawhidney Hall, Raheem Anderson, ONTV Update. If you have any questions about the coat drive, you can email Mr. Farnett at farnettj@sunyocc.edu or call 315-498-2918. Donate today. Back to you, Jasmine.
It's that time of the year again where the weather is changing. Some ways to prevent getting sick is always wash your hands, disinfect common surfaces like door handles and countertops, try to sneeze and cough in your elbow rather than your hand, and drink lots of water. If you have the time, get an annual flu shot. Some places where you can go are Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, or your healthcare provider.
Even though Syracuse is known for its cold weather, throughout the month of March, we will be seeing an increase in the temperature of up to 60 degrees. Meteorologists predict this will be the warmest March Central New York has seen in years.
Coming up in sports, we'll take a look at the OCC women's basketball season and one of their star players.
We'll also be checking out a local high school junior already hard at work. He's preparing for his final football season at Bishop Grimes. Braylon Noble will introduce us right after the break.
Here, myself, Onondaga, without a doubt, puts the student first. We want our students to be successful. We want them to come back to us and say, yeah, what we learned in this program was great. What we're doing, we have a skill set now that I can make a good living with. www.sunyocc.edu for more information.
What I love most about OCC is the ease of access. It's so close to home, and it's just a beautiful campus, and the social community is so nice. I can really find myself inside of it. The business area that they just built is really nice as well. I think that's going to be good for helping out business students with their goals and tasks and things. I would recommend OCC to somebody. I think it's a really nice place to get an education. I think it's a really nice school to be able to settle down in and build a future at.
I would definitely say OCC has prepared me for moving on my career path. My major is fire protection technologies. I chose that due to the fact of my career path is I want to go become a career firefighter later on in life. My dad actually found this program out here from one of his buddies as a state fire instructor out in this area. Said this was one of the best programs out here. It's real nice knowing that I have other people out there who share the same interests as me.
I love OCC, and I've really been impressed with all of my students here. I teach natural hazards and disasters. I try to bring in real-world events to make what you learn in the classroom applicable to what you might read in the newspaper or see on the news or hear in the media. And then also trying to make it interesting, because sometimes science can be a little boring to folks. So I try to make it exciting, and so perhaps you don't even realize you're learning science.
So it's hat and gloves weather today? Wasn't it 75 and sunny yesterday? Fall needs to make up its mind. It's not all bad, though. The leaves turn a beautiful red, and in come my favorite flavors. That's why I always save time in my morning for Starbucks. I can grab a pumpkin spice latte, and it can be served hot or cold to suit whatever type of autumn day I'm having.
OCC proudly serves Starbucks. Come visit us outside the Gordon Cafeteria.
Good afternoon, I'm Braylon Noble, and this is your sports. The OCC women's basketball team has finally fallen. The regional final game was held on February 28th against the Lady Lasers' arch rival, Mohawk Valley. As usual, the game came down to the last possession. The contest was full of back-and-forth runs with at least a dozen lead changes. The Lasers were able to best the Hawks earlier in the season with the 82-81 victory, but their season ended on a 78-75 loss on Sunday. Mohawk Valley will continue on the national tournament at Brookdale Community College in New Jersey starting on March 10th. The Bishop Grimes High School football season is still months away, but local players are already getting in shape for the fall.
While he won't be suiting up and taking the field for another 6 months, Bishop Grimes Jr. Greg Przybyszeski is already hard at work preparing for his senior season, a season in which he has high hopes for.
Well, individually, I want to break the rushing record for 1,100 yards, and team-wise, I'm trying to win the championship.
Greg knows both of those goals will be tough, especially playing at a school without a strong football tradition.
Everybody always says, oh, you're going to lose, you suck, you won't do it, you won't be able to make it, and when we do win, it's just the same.
Those mutters of doubt may be discouraging, but Cobra's head coach Jason Waite speaks nothing but positives of his senior leader.
He's probably one of the harder hitters I've seen in all my personal years of coaching. But just as inspiration in the locker room and what he does on the field, he has to be a leader. I need him to be a leader. And he's coming a long way, but we're going to keep working. We're going to keep working.
The Cobras won't be taking the field until early September. Coach Waite has wasted no time handling business, as you can see from this long list of priorities gone over at a coaches meeting held last week.
While this season is important to Greg, his plans for the future don't stop there.
After my final game, like after my senior year, I'm trying to go to a junior college and possibly make D2. And academically, I'm trying to get into college for criminal justice.
A young man with a bright future both on and off the field. In East Syracuse, Braylon Noble, ONTV Update.
The Cobras will play their first game on the first weekend of September this fall. OCC women's basketball player Samantha Roberts set the school record for number of assists this basketball season. Raking in a whopping 403 career assists, she broke the school's record, which was previously held by Alyssa Grayton, at 395 career assists. According to highschoolsports.syracuse.com, the Cicero North Syracuse High School grad now leads the nation in assists among Division III junior college players and is averaging 9 assists per game. The Onondaga Lasers men's lacrosse team started off this season in an impressive fashion as they blew out Finger Lakes Community College with the help of 6 goals from sophomore attackman Leroy Halftown. The Lasers went on to defeat the Lakers 33-4, keeping their 107-game win streak intact. The Lasers now set their sights on this Saturday's game versus the 7th-ranked Howard Community College Dragons. We've had some pretty successful seasons here at OCC. We're expecting another win tomorrow with the men's lacrosse team at noon.
Good luck, boys, and go Lasers.
Thanks, Braylon. The work-study program at OCC provides students with the opportunity to learn skills so that they can be ready to get a job after they graduate. For those who are eligible, it's a win, a victory for both the school and the student. Going to college and working can be very stressful sometimes. That's why colleges all across the country have work-study programs to ease some of that stress. This gives you the job experience that you want along with the time to study that you need.
Having a job and going to school, it makes you a little more responsible and professional. no matter where you are in your professional life or where you're going, where you're going to work, you're going to have to work with computers, technology.
It benefits the student because they're working on campus. They're already here, they're working on campus, and a lot of times our students are working in different programs or offices on campus that are consistent with their major. So they're getting on-the-job experience as well.
This work-study program makes sure that you have all of your homework done. But in the meantime, all you have to do is assist. AV department, how may I help you?
It helps me to have extra activities to do something, so during this college hour I'm just not doing nothing, just wasting idle time.
Other than expanding your mind in the classroom, you will have on-the-job training, and you will get paid, all while you're still on campus.
All across campus you're going to find work-study positions, and those are available under the purple briefcase online. So students who have work-study and want to work on campus are welcome to apply for those positions through purple briefcase.
Some of the positions that are offered on the website are the SRC Arena, the Gallery, and some departments such as the AV department and Student Central. For OCC students who want to apply for the work-study job, just sign up on purplebriefcase.com. Again, that's purplebriefcase.com for more job opportunities. Coming up next, homelessness in Syracuse and how you can do your part to help.
Coming up after the break, stick with us.
My name is Darren Pleichel, and I'm the Vice President of Entertainment and Programming in the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement. We plan events on campus, part of the Quad F plan in the fall and in the spring. I just really love being involved. You really need to broaden your horizons. It makes time fly. I think being involved really makes your college experience better. At OCC is it's a great stepping stone. The connections I've made here are everlasting.
I love OCC, and I've really been impressed with all of my students here. I teach natural hazards and disasters. I try to bring in real-world events to make what you learn in the classroom applicable to what you might read in the newspaper or see on the news or hear in the media. And then also trying to make it interesting, because sometimes science can be a little boring to folks. So I try to make it exciting, and so perhaps you don't even realize you're learning science.
The teachers here are excellent. I've had some really informative teachers. The lessons are pretty clear, and the teachers are very social. It's a very social experience. I liked the facility a lot. I liked the studios, so I decided to come here. I've learned so much. I've learned an indefinite amount of material about architecture, and I only have more to learn. I would definitely say that this school is excellent for building a portfolio to move on in this major.
Are you eager for knowledge outside the classroom? Then visit Coulter Library. If we don't have the book you're looking for, we can get it on loan. We also have a wide selection of movies and music to enjoy on your study break. And our quiet study rooms allow you to work alone or with classmates in a private environment. We're extending hours during finals week until 11 p.m. so you can catch up on your work. Visit our website for more information. Take advantage of Coulter Library today. You'll never fail in your journey to succeed.
I actually was a graduate of the Mechanical Technology Associate's Degree program here myself. Onondaga, without a doubt, puts the student first. We want our students to be successful. We want them to come back to us and say, yeah, what we learned in this program was great. What we're doing, we have a skill set now that I can make a good living with. www.sunyocc.edu for more information.
Welcome back to ONTV Update, and thanks for sticking with us. I'm Jasmine Knighton.
And I'm Michelle Hunter. Most of us see homeless people and wish there was something we could do to help. John Tomino of In My Father's Kitchen might have a solution. Let's take a look. Homelessness in Syracuse is a scary reality, but John Tomino of In My Father's Kitchen has made it his goal to understand the person behind the cardboard sign. And these conversations usually start with a meal.
When they come here, we're going to engage them and when they come into the front door, talk to them and ask them what's going on, legitimize that need, and then bring them upstairs by invitation. And then what's going to happen is We're going to bring them to the men's clothing room if it's a man, or the women's clothing room if it's a woman. They get to pick a set of clothes out. And we're going to bring them over to the bathroom, and they're going to get 15 minutes to clean up, bathe, change, and then they're going to come out of that bathroom and we're going to ask them, well, why is today the day of surrender?
Volunteer Stephen Clemens gives us a deeper understanding on homelessness.
The people aren't out there because they want to be. There's something inside eating them up from the inside out. I know the feeling. That's why I'm doing this, to explain to them I've been there.
In My Father's Kitchen provides many ways for the community to help out. Whether you'd like to invest your time or talent, or just sort through clothes on a Friday, volunteers are always welcome.
There's 4 ways that people can help us. First way is if you're a spiritual person, you can pray for us. The second way, if you're not a spiritual person, maybe it's your stuff, clothing that you aren't wearing anymore. A third way is your time and your talent. Maybe you don't have stuff, or maybe you're not a spiritual person, but maybe you have some extra time and a talent that you want to donate to give to us, to give back to the community. We'll do that. And the fourth way is a check, financial.
Whether it's by cooking somebody a meal or putting clothes on their back, John gets to know people for who they are, so he can help get them off of the streets. If you'd like to volunteer, go to inmyfatherskitchen.org and fill out an application.
Ishkatar is celebrated its first birthday downtown Syracuse. This year will be chock full of events hosted in the shop. Look forward to this music, art, and more. Ishkatar is located right across from Starbucks in Armory Square.
Raheem is back now with a weekend weather forecast.
How's it looking, Raheem? Do you think we'll be able to get rid of the jackets for a few days?
I wouldn't do that just yet. Looks like we're going to be in the 30s all weekend. According to Syracuse AccuWeather reports today, we'll have a high of 33 degrees as it drops down later this evening to a chilling 14 degrees. Saturday, much like today, we have a high of 35 degrees and a low of 20. Concluding the weekend is Sunday with a high of 39 and a low of 24 degrees. So, if you plan on going out this weekend, I strongly suggest you bundle up and, take on this long stretch of the spring coming in, so.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the men's lacrosse team will have a pretty tough time just because of the weather. How about you, Braylon? Do you think they'll have a hard time?
I don't think they'll have a hard time. They've won 107 games in a row, so they've played in the cold before. They should be ready.
I agree with Braylon.
What is your plans for this weekend, Michelle?
Well, tonight at 6 there will be a double feature of the Hunger Games Mockingjay Parts 1 and 2, and that's going to be in the Store Auditorium.
Oh. It's not too cold. We can
All right, join us next time where we'll discuss OCC's new track team and the upcoming March primaries in the race for presidency. For ONTV Update, I'm Michelle Hunter.
And I'm Jasmine Knighton. Have a nice weekend.